I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. I keep modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the spotlight on your city. Carolina, Philly. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. I keep modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the spotlight on your city. Carolina, Philly. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. I keep modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the spotlight on your city. Carolina, Philly. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. I keep modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the spotlight on your city. Carolina, Philly. I put the spotlight on your city.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Spotlight Over the City. I'm your host, Stan Long, along with the lovely Terry T-Bomb Long. Let's rock. Hey, man, they say you got to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Let's do a show. Spotlight Over the City. Right. Welcome to the show, you guys. The whole DMV, you know we love you guys. Sea Pleasant, Palmer Park, the whole gang, Uptown, Southside, you already know. Salute. But we got to also shout out my Beatmore gang in the building. We got Atlanta, we got Philly, we got Chicago. And they told me in Florida, if I don't say Florida, they going to come up here and do something. So Florida. What
they going to do?
I don't know, but I don't want no smoke. Shout out to Florida, everybody down there. I appreciate you guys rocking with Spotlight Over the City.
Yes,
We're not just local, you guys. We bouncing around a little bit. Thank God for that. So let's do it.
Let's do it, y'all. It is Thankful Thursday. What are you
thankful
all
for?
thankful for? Tell me one thing in our Spotlight comments. One thing you're thankful for today. Today is Thankful Thursday.
What you thankful for, baby?
My list is so long, but I'm just going to name one thing today. And that one thing that I'm thankful for today is you, my boo.
Well,
That's
you know what? You made whatever you wanted me to do, I'm going to do it. And so,
you going to let me handcuff you?
Besides that. But listen. That's at the top of my list. Leave that alone. We're not doing it. So this is what I will say. You looking beautiful.
Thank you.
Right,
baby.
and thank you for the serenade.
I'm thankful for you.
And I'm thankful for you as well. And I'm just thankful to know that I have a relationship with the Most High. A lot of people out here has forgotten that it is a God. So I just want to remind you guys before we do the show, you still have somebody who can lift you up a little bit. Look inside, don't look out, look in, and you can do something. So don't forget that. Don't forget that. You ain't in trouble times, you just in time. So
that's right.
Let's make something happen.
Trouble don't last always.
Thankful, be thankful. A lot of people want to be in your position while you're trying to get out of it.
That's right, y'all. So listen, we got a lit show for you tonight, as per usual. It's my favorite day of the week because it's my favorite show, right? We got in the building tonight. You know how much we love authors, right? Especially my husband. Being an accomplished author is a big deal. We have got Ambria Bree Childs in the building tonight, y'all.
Yeah, I love my authors. That's one thing I can tell you. That takes dedication. So shout out to that.
Yes. And you all know, y'all see him all around the DMV. You've seen him on TMZ. Yes, he's one of TMZ's reporters as well. We've got the Media Prince in the building tonight, y'all.
Media Prince in the building. That's the homie. And while we speaking, we got Crush Mag in the building. The homie Sting in the building. Also, shout out to Mark. Shout out to my main man, Chris Hall, the whole gang, Crush Magazine. Let's rock.
Yes, indeed. Let's rock. Before we get into the show, we do like to tell you all about our Black business shout-outs. If you are a Black business owner or you support a Black business that you stamp, you know that they good and their food is good or their product is good, let us know.
And we'll shout them out.
Yeah, we will feature them on an upcoming show. You can let us know by sending us an email, info@spotlightoverthecity.com. How easy is that? Info@spotlightoverthecity.com.
Now let me just piggyback off wifey and just let you. If you're a bum business, don't be talking about we ain't shout you out and this and that. You don't just be black and a bum. You got to be a Black business that's doing something and upstanding in the community. Don't be thinking nobody owe you nothing and this and that and think we ain't shout you out just because.
Right.
You have to be a solidified good business. Period.
Great customer
Not just
service.
Black business. Be a good business.
Yes, great customer service and all of that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes. So this week,
And stop blocking our show, Facebook. I'm sick of it.
This week is one of our favorites. The historical Old Town Inn restaurant located in Upper Marlboro is hosting an outdoor cigar, hookah, and cognac event on the first and third Wednesday of every month, y'all. So next Wednesday is the third Wednesday. So you got to make it over there to Upper Marlboro. Shout out to Donnell. Shout out to Farrah, the best bartender in the world.
She's not just the bartender, waitress, host, this, that, and the third. She pretty much run the organization.
Yes.
And shout out to Donnell. He's been hanging in there for a good little while. So make sure you go out there and support. The food is amazing.
Teresa is back. Hey, girl.
And Teresa, exactly.
Teresa is back.
She's also up there doing her thing.
Yes, indeed. So this event takes place on the patio from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Again, Old Town Inn, Upper Marlboro. Check them out, and it's 14745 Main Street and up again.
Next to the court building. You can't miss it.
Down in the courthouse. And again, I love this black business. You may have heard us mention it before, but I'm mentioning it again. The T-Bar. The weather is breaking. You all are starting to have outdoors functions. I want you all to keep the T-Bar in mind if you're in the DMV, a mobile bartending service owned by Tierra Johnson. If you're doing a wedding event, a corporate event, a birthday, any type of thing, a brunch.
And I'm talking about she makes it happen.
Makes the bomb drinks and also comes with the decor. The decor is going to be set up nicely. It's going to be really, really nice. So if you need a mobile bartender, and she's cute.
/ party planner.
Yes. Check out the T-Bar on Instagram. It's at the T-Bar, and then also on Facebook, the T-Bar. The letter T. That's it. Just the T and bar. That's it. Bar. All right. So what else we got? Oh, name that. How could I forget? Oh, my song. Name that song with Stack and T-Bomb.
Are you sure you ready? Because you don't sound like you know what's going on. You here?
Damn.
Oh, shit. Let's do it.
Okay. Name that song with Stack and T-Bomb for those of you who are just now tuning in.
Wait. I got to get in character. This happened last week. I didn't have my glasses.
Here we go. He been practicing this song.
Normally when I perform the lights and stuff, so I put the thing on. And so last week I had my shades on and I kind of screwed the whole situation up. So.
Llisten, for those of you,
got the song?
Yes, I'm getting it in a minute. It's coming. It's downloading right now as I speak. Yes.
Okay.
We do we do a couple bars to a song, and you are to name the song and the artist, and you can win a Spotlight T-shirt, Spotlight mug, or a Spotlight hat. Play along, and in the comments, the first person to guess the name of my song and the artist and Stan's song and the name of the artist, you win. Winner,
so
chicken
we just
dinner.
like to have fun with the segment. Don't call us and talk about our singing this and that. We just
call me, because they've been calling me trying to get me to sing at weddings and stuff. So call me.
Yeah, don't call me. I'm busy. I can't do the weddings and stuff.
Yeah, they've been trying to book me for events.
Yeah, I don't do that. I don't do weddings. That was back like 10 years ago when I first started singing.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, let's go back up.
I've been doing my own thing. Love has always had a way of having bad timing. Yeah, but to my great surprise, ever since I looked in your eyes, I had one question for you. Hey,
okay, T-Bomb, let's give it up.
Y'all know my song? Y'all know the name of my song and the artist. So you gotta
name the song, name the artist. You get a T-shirt, hat, mug, pen,
Stink, you know?
Whatever that is. Stink, now, this is an easy one, Stink. You got, if you know music, y'all gotta know this one. Come on, Facebook. Where y'all at, IG?
Amber, you know? You know Denzel know? Anybody know my song? Denzel
Where y'all
said,
at, Facebook? Where you at, IG?
Denzel said he knew. Let me see.
He knew what it was?
That's what he said. He said he knew. What you got?
I got it. All right.
What you got?
So like I told you before, last week, you guys, I fumbled a little bit because I tried to read.
But you still sound good. You ain't even had to tell nobody that because you played it off well. My chocolate drop did it. He did his thing last week.
All right, so what's going on with outdoor? Hello?
Amber went out there.
We got guests. All right, come on, let's rock. Come on in. One time for the media prince in the building. Hey, let's go, media prince.
Yes.
Y'all ready to rock? You right on time. The Voice. I'm up here.
Oh, Lord. What they call you, baby?
Close that door so I can get it popping.
What they call you?
They call me the Voice to make 'em moist.
Yes, indeedy. Yes, the Voice to make 'em moist. I'm still waiting for it to work, though, on me. Let's do it.
Ain't not happy yet?
Not with the voice.
Silhouette of a perfect frame.
Oh, shit.
Shadows of your smile will always remain.
Always remain.
Beginner's luck soon fades away. Oh, baby, we'll go on.
Oh.
I will always
sing.
sing.
You cut it now, because then they're going to guess it.
Yeah. Long as I live.
Babe, you can't say no more. You can't give it up. You killed that. Give me 5.
And I choose
no.
you again. Well, you know I'm a singer. I get loose. I couldn't.
Yes,
I try to wheel it in. I try to bring it back. One time for the singer, the voice to make a more.
Y'all know the name of the song
so check
on
it out.
Instagram.
Name the song.
Name of the song and the artist.
You gotta have the artist and the song. Don't just say the artist. Some people get the artist, don't get the song. T-shirt, hat, mug, you name it, we send it. How about that?
Yes, baby,
Right,
you did
I had to
good.
redeem myself.
You
I broke out in the sweat a little bit.
You was redeemed.
I was serious.
You was serious.
Well, that cuteness you brought over here made me have to warm it up. I'm trying to get some later.
I want you to get some today. Yeah.
Did it work?
Okay.
Oh.
You're a shining star. You knew I was looking for it. Okay, baby, what you got?
Hey, Shining Star, this is my favorite segment. If not my favorite, almost my favorite segment. This is the one where we spotlight somebody who's doing something great in the community, big, small, whatever it is, rich, poor, whoever. So this week, this young lady, I am so proud of her. Rockville High School graduate Taryn Bailey helped make NASA's history helicopter flight. Well, wait. You know I'm 50 plus. Helicopter flight on Mars possible. Bailey is a mechanical engineer and helps create mechanics like the Ingenuity helicopter function in her job with NASA. She says she hopes to inspire other girls of color and young people to take interest in science-based careers. Bailey says she attributes her career in science to her dad, who is also an engineer.
I love it.
And so I'm proud this young lady has... You look this young lady up, Taryn, Tarly, Bailey. This young lady, Taryn Bailey. She's amazing, and it's hard to explain all that she's doing because you have to look it up. It's really detailed, but she's a big part of NASA and what's going on, and there's other blacks that's over there as well. So shout out to everybody that's over there doing some amazing things. Spotlight, Shining Star.
Yes, indeedy. So I love it.
Don't tell us black people not smart.
Yes, I love it. Black
Super
girl
smart.
magic. Yeah, shout out to you, Taryn. So we're going to go to a quick commercial break, and right after that, we have got some Spotlight
You're
news.
looking fire. I like that hair, that red. Let's go. Spotlight over the city. We'll be right back.
Every Thursday from 7 to 8:30 p.m. via www.spotlightoverthecity.com. You can follow us on Instagram at Spotlight Over the City. You can find us on Facebook, Spotlight Over the City, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Spotlight Over the City TV, y'all.
Yes, indeed. And it's also on Twitter. Don't forget, Spotlight Over the City. Welcome back to Spotlight Over the City. Man, what? You know,
Yes,
on point. What?
always on
like
point.
a god.
Yes,
You better
we
know
got,
that. Let's go.
some Spotlight news for you. Spotlight news is sponsored by Shea Butter Like Whoa.
Whoa.
And No Limit Communications. Let me tell y'all something about this Shea Butter though. Ooh, y'all see how he been acting with me tonight?
Yeah.
I got the Shea Butter.
It's the
on.
smell.
Yes.
It make you glisten.
Yeah, Shea Butter Like
Soft.
Whoa. They provide gentle, natural skincare products that are 100% non-toxic. They source plant-derived ingredients of the highest quality. And like I said, they smell good too. Please use our Spotlight Family discount so you can get you some Shea Butter today. www.sheabutterlikewhoa.com. Put in SPOT20.
Spot 20, baby. And get you a discount. Let them know Spotlight sent you.
That's right.
That's right.
Do it today. Get you some, if the ladies, get you something called Sweet and Juicy.
That sound right.
Get that. I'm not going to steer you wrong.
Well, okay, Sweet and Juicy. Let me just add mango for the guys.
Okay.
And let me say this, the guys, keep yourself moisturized now.
That's right.
Don't think
Summertime is
that-
coming.
oh,
We
yeah.
want y'all to be summertime fine.
They having hot girl summers, and you're going to have ashy heels and all that. Now, come on now, get that together. And get your feet done, man. It's okay. Get your feet done.
I'm
it's
so
cool.
glad you got yours done, baby.
Don't do that.
I be
But yeah,
doing
get
footsies.
come on.
Okay.
Don't tell all my business. I'm so sick of you. Damn, you get on my nerves, Terry. I'm talking to the other men.
Oh, okay.
Damn it.
Listen, y'all. Be more in the house.
Yes, you better know be more in the
No
building.
Limit Communications is the official iPhone and Android doctor's office in Baltimore, y'all. They handle screen repairs. They unlock your phones. You can get flash phones, custom cases. You can even pay your bills there. So much more. And they are located at 3048 Greenmont Avenue in Baltimore. You can contact them by calling them at 410 and this happened to me last week. I got to fix this. I don't have the number, but
Well,
I do have their address.
You got 410. That's all you got.
They in Baltimore, 410. Look them up. And I do have their Instagram, No Limit Communications. And they're affiliated with maybe like a month or so ago, they came on the show with Tactical Force Training.
And so this is what I want to big up. Shout out to Teresa and Dwayne. I want to make sure I specify this. We're doing something coming up. I don't have a date yet, but stay tuned. We're gonna make the announcement on the show. We're gonna get involved with Tactical Forces, and we're gonna be giving a training where you can get your gun license, and then you can get your license to carry. I'm gonna say it again. We're gonna do Tactical Forces, so you black people can get armed and have a firearm to protect your home and yourself and your business and whatever it takes, and also have the license to carry. We're going to do 2 classes, and I'll keep you informed. So shout out to Teresa and Dwayne for Tactical Forces, because they are responsible for the course, and they'll be giving the course, my Be More Gang, and they're going to get you right. My wife has been licensed, and she's armed and ready to go. And so thank God for that. Don't play. Don't be sideways. Keep it in the road. So there.
All right, y'all. We got some news for y'all. And the news this week is like, oh, my goodness. 7-year-old Jaslyn Adams was shot and killed in a McDonald's drive-thru in Chicago this week while enjoying a daddy-daughter day. An unidentified shooter opened fire at the car, hitting both Jaslyn and her father. Her father sustained injuries to his torso, and he was in serious condition. He has since been released and held his first interview since the incident. He said he wants his daughter's killers locked up. We got a clip.
Yeah, we'll go to the clip. We'll be right back. Spotlight of the City.
I see my daughter face down in my car. Oh, God. I will never forget those. I want my daughter's killers locked up.
Jonte Adams was just released from the hospital yesterday.
They have a bullet in my spine. Like my left leg temporarily probably paralyzed. Yeah, I'm in a lot of pain. On top of watching my daughter take her last breath.
He's heartbroken over the loss of his daughter and angry over reports he says are assaulting his character as a father.
It seems like it's more press on me than
welcome back to Spotlight. Okay, so
did you hear about this, baby?
I did.
They were shooting for him. They shot the car up because they were aiming for the daddy.
It's getting really
But they
rough,
killed his daughter.
This gun violence. So DC alone, we 100% up on gun violence. We 100%
PG
up
County.
Just in PG County alone.
Yeah.
I heard it this morning. We 100% up on gun violence. Come on, man. We have to do better. It's getting tough. I hate to report these things, but we have to be media. This the part I hate though. I just want us to do better. Just as a people, I just want us to do better.
One question, because I'm not from the streets or anything. I'm never proclaimed to be, but if you know that you're living that lifestyle and you know that don't guys know when they somebody looking for them?
So I'm gonna be honest with you.
Like,
I'm a street dude. I'm coming from the street,
right?
So I'm gonna elaborate a little bit. When I was in the street, I was kind of heavy in the street. I admit to that. Most people know because I wrote a book and I'm doing a film. So what I'm gonna say is this. I didn't even tell people about my girlfriend. I didn't announce any situations. I was real private. You have to protect. See, you can take what comes on you, but when you doing certain things, you bringing on other people around you. So if you aware of that, then you have to guard that situation. Mm-hmm. And it was years and years that I didn't have a girlfriend, didn't want a girlfriend. I didn't want to involve people in my situation. I just understood because I was kidnapped at 28 years old. From my beauty and barber supply store. If I had somebody that was attached to me, they would have been kidnapped with me. And so this is just, a lifestyle that I'm aware of. And so just be careful when you live in a life. Don't bring things on your family members and your children and stuff like that because you'll pay a heavy penalty and so would they.
And aren't there rules? Like if you see a kid in the car, just to get him the next time?
When we were growing up in the 80s and early 90s and those things were occurring, it was rules. I don't know that we played by them all the time, but stand-up men played by them. You don't bother people when they're with their family. You don't bother family. You don't bother kids at all, period. It's certain rules to the game. You just play by them. And I don't know that men have the rules these days because most of the OGs like myself didn't pass them down. So we owe you. But that's a wrong move you guys made. And they doing a lot of that. It's a lot of that happening from city to city. It's a lot of senseless shooting. It's a lot of reckless abandonment. And just no regard for life. And we got to do better.
We got to do better, y'all.
Another story, very on the similar lines. I know y'all heard about this too. In Ohio, Micaiah Bryant, age 16. Apparently, this is the story from what I gather. She was about to be jumped by some people. A group of people were coming to jump
they were
her.
home. They were at her home.
They were at her home, and she called the police to protect her. But in the midst of it all, she had to defend herself. So she did have a knife. I mean, that's true.
There was 3 people there to jump her. She had a knife, and she was attacking a young lady that was there to, do some harm to her and 2 other young ladies.
Now, depending on how you see the video, she was lunging. We do have a clip on that too.
Yeah,
Let's do the
we'll
clip.
go to the clip. We'll be right back. Spotlight.
What's going on? Hey! Get down!
So we're back. So we tried to cut it right before it got too violent. Of course, a lot of people have already seen the clip. The police officer pulls up. Before he could even get aware of the situation, there was already violence ensuing. We get it. 16-year-old, couple of other young girls, a young man I saw also out there on the scene. What I will say is, when you're a police officer, hear me out real quick. When you're a police officer, you go to training also often for your firearm. If you don't pass the class, they take your firearm. So you're very aware of how to shoot, and you also know the difference between a firearm and a taser. For the goofy-ass girl, the police girl, the other dumbass that don't know a taser from a gun. That's a lie, right from the pit of hell. Because you go to train, and they will take your weapon if you don't know how to use it on a timer and hit certain targets on point. You don't get to keep your service weapon. It's called a service weapon. So when you jump out the car, you don't jump out like a gangbanger and just start busting, because that's what gangbangers do. So when you train, you have a little more sense than that. So when you jump out your vehicle, you kind of defuse the situation. That's why you have a taser and a pistol.
Right.
So you pull out your taser and you hit the young lady with the taser, and she's going to lay on the ground for sure, instantly. And that's the end of the fight. That's called defusing. You pulled out a service weapon, okay? So now you're scared. Is why you did it. You're afraid. That's why we need to get people of the community to police the community. So you pull out your service weapon, and instantly, boom, 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 4 shots. Almost point blank range. As a professional, you didn't touch another person. So I know you're professional, because you only hit her, your target. So you laid her down, 4 shots. It only took 1 to the shoulder, to the leg, torso. She gonna lay down. She's 16. She didn't hear your command. She was in the midst, right, of defending herself. So, officer, you didn't even be an officer. You just was an overseer. And you jumped out your car and you started racking. White people get involved all day long, knives and other weapons. And I don't see you jump out your car and go forward to the person, 16-year-old, just a child. And so I'm offended that people say, well, she had a knife and da-da-da-da. Let the police do their job. That's not their job, to jump out the car and issue 4 bullets to someone. That's just not their job. Unless the young lady had a pistol pointed at him and was lunging at him, then I get it. She don't even have a pistol. She has a knife, and you can easily get that one subdued if you're an officer, not an overseer. So we make too many excuses for these dumbass police, and we too forgiving. Because police officers come in our neighborhood and do this over and over again, and we protest, and we walk around, and we do nothing. But the police officers also have to understand that we want to go home to our families just like you want to go home to yours. And so it has to be a fair exchange, no robbery. We're getting robbed in our community.
Yeah.
Big time robbed. I hate it. I can't even give you my opinion on what I think should happen, because they probably won't let me do the show.
You can't. So
I don't like it at all.
Prayers out to her
I promise
family.
you can't shoot my young in the street. That's not going to work for me.
It's an unfortunate situation. We had a female police officer in the hair salon today who spoke about this in a different perspective, obviously, right? It got a little, interesting in there, but she said, listen, from another perspective, if your child is the one that's about to get lunged at with a knife, what would you have wanted? Her perspective was, police officers are trained to shoot and kill. They're not trained to shoot in the foot. Because I said to her,
That's a lie.
Listen, let me finish.
Okay.
I said to her, I said to her, why couldn't he have shot her in the arm, foot? Aren't they trained to She said, no. Police officers are trained to shoot to kill.
Well,
That's not true because there's too many situations that just need disarming or this. It's.
she said if a weapon, a knife or a gun is involved
That's
and
not
visible,
true.
there's trained to shoot. To
I have
kill.
many police officers in my family and military, and that's very much not true. That's what police are doing. They're acting like they have the training to just only kill,
Right.
but they don't seem to learn that training when they go into white ass communities. That's what I'm saying. They don't pull out
practice
the
that
pistol
same training.
and start
Right.
busting off when they jump out the damn
Exactly.
car in the white community or the Asian community or no other community. Except Hispanics, the black and brown community. So all I'm telling you is you know how to use your weapons. You just know when to use your weapon.
Right.
So don't tell me that BS. Was this black girl said this? Mm-hmm. She's goofy. And so for her to say that, all I'm saying is this. What's her name?
I'm not
This a
telling you
dumbass.
that.
She's a dumbass.
I'm not even
this
saying she's a dumbass
No, she
either.
is, because this is what I'm going to tell you right now. If you are protecting yourself when 3 assailants come to your door, they already in the wrong. You on my property. You come to my door to assault me. And because I go get a knife and defend myself, you want to say I had a knife so they should have shot me dead? How about you should stay your ass where you live? How about you shouldn't be at my property trying to assault me on my property?
I agree.
Because-
I agree with all of that. I do.
Yeah.
All right, so we gon-
So I think that people should look at the whole situation, right? So I don't agree with none of the murder situation, the knife, the stabbing. I don't want none of that to happen. But what I'm saying is, if young ladies show up at your door, you got to know what you're signing up for. You shouldn't come to people's door and do that. That's some other business. You take care of that business in the street. You don't ever go to nobody's door and try to handle no business. That's young people, learn that lesson. Don't go to people's door. They have the right to shoot your ass dead. They really do. You're on their property and you're an assailant. You're acting a fool. So at that point, they have the right to really gun your ass down. So to pull out a knife was light work. The officer just didn't know that this wasn't the assailant. They thought that this was the person that was causing the problem. This wasn't the person causing the problem, but because he's so damn scared, he didn't even get a chance to see what was going on with the situation, and he could have definitely pulled out that taser right away and tased this young lady, and like I just told you, she gonna hit the ground, and that's the end of the stabbing.
Yep.
And so don't tell me that you should gun her down 4 times point blank range, because that's crazy and it's cowardice. You're a coward for doing that. A cold-blooded coward. And I guarantee you that I'm not saying that none of these people should be gunned down, even the assailant, but goddamn.
Well, all right. So prayers go out to Ma'Khia Bryant and her family.
We too soft.
It's a very unfortunate situation. Period. All the way around.
We too soft as a people, though. We too forgiving. We too forgiving. We got too much God consciousness. Like we forgive the murderers, the killers, and everybody. We just forgive them.
Jurors found Derek Chauvin guilty of 2nd-degree murder, 3rd-degree murder, and manslaughter in the George Floyd case on Tuesday. Chauvin will be sentenced in 8 weeks. Half of the jury were white. So, kudos to you, jury, doing the right thing.
So I applaud the situation because I didn't even believe that we would get justice. So I say first, salute to that. But secondly, look at what we have to celebrate. We're celebrating because justice was served.
Right.
Did you hear what I said?
We should have expected.
I said we're celebrating because justice was served. When white people get gunned down in public and justice is served, they expect that to happen. They don't have to celebrate and high five and thank God and roll around. They don't do that. They just be like, that's what's supposed to happen.
Right.
Well, when we get justice, it's like, about time we finally got... I mean, this is what I mean. Our consciousness has been dumbed down so far that we don't even have the right expectations anymore.
Right.
We celebrate. We should celebrate it, don't get me wrong, because like I said, I thought it wasn't going to pass. I thought they was going for the fact of inciting a riot, I thought they was going to pass down a not guilty verdict. So they fooled me on that one, and I was a happy fool.
Yeah.
So I'm glad of that.
Glad of that.
Now I want them to get a whole ass
So we'll
time
report
on
back
it.
in 8 weeks because it's not over. We got to get him.
What about the
sentenced
goofballs that was standing out there warding everybody off while he was putting his knee on his neck, like the little Asian dumbass? Yeah, okay. Lock his ass up, all of them. They need to go to jail.
They
I ain't
do.
forget about the other dumbasses. What like
They
3 or
do.
4 of them?
Mhm.
What's it? Toho, Sheho, whatever your name is?
All of 'em.
Yeah, you, especially you, though.
Yes.
Yeah, you the step brother or whatever, you.
Another tragic story in the news this week, you all. This one had me in tears, really in real tears, for real. A 12-year-old boy in this area has been arrested and charged with 1st-degree murder, 12, after fatally shooting King Douglas, a 13-year-old boy, after an argument between the two occurred at Ritchie Station's shopping center over there in Forestville on Saturday, out in the parking lot outside of the Dave & Buster's. Listen, y'all. I don't even know where to start with this, except that I have a 13-year-old son, and my heart goes out to both of the parents involved in this situation. The 12-year-old's mom and mom and dad, and the 13-year-old who lost their son's life, right? There's no win. There's no win in this scenario. And I just don't, I just can't wrap my heart around how a 12-year-old shoots and kills a 13-year-old, like
because
in Dave and Buster's. Like, my son goes to Dave and Buster's.
We're getting to a point now where we starting to get immune to death and tragedy, and like it's happening so often in our community that we starting to get immune to it. Now this is a 12 and 13-year-old child, right? You know, they don't know about murder and this and that. This young man is, thank God he didn't get charged as an adult though. Unfortunately, this young man lost his life, and this young man also was getting ready to forfeit his life. Because he probably come home at 21, but that's kind of like a wild situation for a 12, 13-year-old young man. And so it's very unfortunate on both sides, and my condolences to the family of the deceased young man. And also my prayers are with the young shooter, man. I really know that he doesn't understand death fully, and that this young man is really dead, and I don't think that he understands at 12. I don't know that none of us would understand at 12 years old. I also have a little homie that committed murder at 13, and he didn't understand at all.
It's very sad though. And I know you didn't agree with this, honey, but the first thing I said was, David can't go back up to Dave and Buster's and hang out unless there's adult supervision, unless I'm there, Stan's there, or his dad is there, because I feel like as his mom, I have to kind of be selective in what environments he's in, not because I want him to shelter, but because I do see that this kind of stuff does happen, unfortunately. And if David ain't there, then his chances are less of this happening to mine. And so I know you disagree, but you know, I would love to hear from other parents, you know, how you feel about this. You know, I'm like, you can't go there unless it's adult supervision. I really feel strongly about that.
I need your opinion, because mine is totally opposite. I grew up in the street. I also grew up from the projects. It was nowhere to shelter us. It was just death around. It was crime around. It was always an environment of not so good situation. So what it did though is build character, and it also made me strong, and it also made me aware, and it also made me be a survivor, and it made strength in me. So I don't think a lot of those qualities are built in a shelter person. I think if you shelter a person too much, then they won't get the real qualities out of life. So, you know, I was a little weirdo. I mean, I used to ride through the city at 3 o'clock to smell the gun smoke and stuff like that, because I wanted to be in touch with the city, and it's something about me and the heartbeat of the city and the hood and this and that I'm cool with. But everybody shouldn't be me.
Well, I'm glad you have it, and you can tell David's stories.
And even at 53 years old, I still do that. But what I'm saying is the younger people don't need to be afraid of our own people. And we need to, you know, not get to a point where we're afraid to go to certain situations. And the most safe situations is where the murder last occurred. So there's not going to be another murder there tomorrow, nothing like that. It'll be a police presence, and they'll secure the situation. But you can't stop living. You can't stop living because of situations. You have to live your life. I just believe in living. And I'm just not afraid to die. Maybe that's part of my problem. So.
I understand.
It's a part of life.
I still feel the same. And you know,
I would take my son there in the morning tomorrow and drop him off. I just don't feel the same way. But I respect your opinion, but I just don't have fear, and I don't want my child to have fear, and I want them to embrace life, whether it's, you know, the ill side or the good side. You still have to know it's life. It's a balance.
Yeah.
And so yeah.
Spotlight Sports. That's what we got in
Spotlight Sports, man. Okay, Scottie Pippen's oldest son, Antron Pippen, passed away on Sunday at 33 years old. It's a super sad situation. The cause of death has not been revealed yet. 33. Young man. I didn't know actually that Scottie Pippen had a son 33 years old. So that was a different situation for me to even find out. So condolences to his family. RIP to this young man. Yeah, a lot of people are passing really quickly, like these last days. It's a lot of death in the air. Lamar Odom asked for people to keep him in their prayers after revealing that his father, Joe Odom, passed away. My condolences also to this young man. He was trying to build a relationship. Lamar is really a strong guy. He has been through a lot. So salute to you, Lamar. Lamar is a really strong guy. He didn't have the best family upbringing. and he made it to the league, was successful, very good player, and yeah, he had some bumps. But he's recovering and he's doing a good job. So salute to you. I think he's down in Atlanta now doing his thing. So I hope all goes well for Lamar. I like him.
Me too. Is it time for question of the week? All right, because I get a little down when I start talking about that kind of stuff, so I need to get picked back up.
But guess what?
I need to get picked back up. So,
hey, God is still good and we're still alive. You know, we got a lot of life to live and a lot of things are happening. But, you know, in spite of it all, I still believe that God is amazing. And
question of the week is a segment that we do. We allow our viewers and listeners to submit questions about your relationships, or you can ask us about ours. You can submit your questions to us via email, info@spotlightoverthecity.com. You can DM us. You can go on our Facebook Messenger. However is best for you to send it to us, do it. Keep the questions coming in. We love it. It's a great segment.
Well, before you get into that, can I just read some of the comments? Because we have a lot of interaction on here. So before you, and then we'll get into that. So I'm going to shout some people. Ooh, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah, so Felicia, Eddie, Jamie. What's up, Jamie? Eddie Hawkins.
Ebony.
Ebony, shout out Ebony. Lakeisha, people know how they're living.
Keisha Brown.
It's so sad. Yeah. Somebody made a comment that I wanted to read. It's so they do not care, and I pray they receive justice for baby girl.
That's Felicia. Hey,
yeah,
Felicia.
Hey, Sierra, my homeboy Jeff Southside. What's up, big man? Everybody on, it's a lot. Everybody on Facebook, we love you guys. Thanks for rocking.
Yes, we do.
Question of the week.
Question of the week. Question of the week is sponsored by Umbrella Therapeutic Services. Umbrella Therapeutic Services is DC's most reliable and trusted behavioral health organization. They provide community support, medication management, and therapy for individuals and groups. Any DC resident ages 5 through 100 are eligible for their services. They take Medicaid, Medicare, and also private health insurance plans. They're doing telemedicine, telehealth, so you don't have to go in person if you don't want. They're all throughout the DC area, and they're starting to train people to become mental health professionals. So you can reach Umbrella by calling 1-888-793-4357 and request Umbrella Therapeutic Services.
Yep. Shout out to my homeboy Wes over there, the CEO of the situation.
Shout out to you, Wes.
Great situation too. Make sure you guys take your mental health seriously. It's a really serious situation. We are in some serious times. If you feel away, don't feel alone. Make sure you reach out to Umbrella Therapeutic Services and let them know Spotlight sent you.
I agree. This week's question of the week. I didn't really get a chance to read this one in advance, so I don't know if it's a woman or a man, but let's go. Since the pandemic hit, my income has been non-existent. Prior to the pandemic, I was the primary provider of my household, and my wife did not work at all. She always kept the house clean, and on most nights, she would have dinner ready when I got home. She would always go the extra mile to make my life comfortable at home because I had long work days. When my business closed last March, she went back to her old accounting firm and she began paying all of the bills, and she's still doing it as of today. I haven't started getting income again. My issue is that she now expects me to be the person to keep the house clean and cater to her needs when she gets home from work. She explained to me that whoever has to get out there and work hard to keep this roof over our heads should come home to a clean house, to something to eat, and sometimes to a nice bath. That is what I did when the situation was reversed. Okay, this is the wife talking. That's what I did when the situation was reversed. And he's saying, but I'm not the maid. And she's beginning to have resentment towards me. I spend my days trying to think of another business plan to get my position back in this house of being the sole provider. I'm not making any money now, but again, I will one day again soon. In the meantime, I'm not going to be around here cleaning and cooking and running baths for her. Am I wrong?
Bruh. We're going to get a mic and pass to the audience a little bit. We're going to get the audience involved. But, bruh, let me just...
Is he wrong?
Let me just say, bruh, yeah, you're just not wrong. You way wrong. And you taking a real immature approach. Like, I know what you're saying. I'm a man, and I'm not going to be around here cleaning and cooking. Bruh, let me just say this. She's a woman, and she's a breadwinner. Flip-flop. See that? Woman, breadwinner. Flip-flop. So because she flip-flop and ain't complaining, get your ass in there, clean the house, stop being crazy, mop some floors if it take that, do some stuff, because you know what we call that? Foreplay. See, women like when you get in there and clean up and do little stuff.
Praise
You don't
the
have to.
Lord.
Wait, let me finish.
Praise
Don't mess it up. So women, I'm on your side. Women love when you do these things. I promise you, right, wifey? So clean. You might even get you some. Like this, is what I'm saying. Like it all go
Baby,
together
you will
now.
get you a lot.
I'm cleaning up.
Dinner,
so listen,
baths, and clean house.
Listen.
Shoot.
Clean the house,
You gonna
bruh.
get some.
So the reason I'm saying this is called balance. It's a scale. Both of you guys are balancing each other out. So when she is a bold enough sister to go out there and work in spite of it all, then have enough sense to get in the kitchen and do what you have to do, surprise her with a meal. Even if you have to buy the meal and trick her and say you cooked it, do all of that. Do that kind of stuff. Run some bath water. That's for free. Run some bath water, rub feet, give her a massage like I do my wife. Do all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so that's what women like. And so when you do those things, you get points on the long term. And then you can at nighttime go in your little spot and figure out how you're going to work out your little plan and this and that, because that's ongoing. So hopefully you won't get off the gas with that. That shouldn't be a hindrance. Your wife shouldn't be a hindrance to your future plan. Y'all should work together on that. So work it out.
What you say?
What you say, Holmes? Give your name first. Let them know who you are.
My name is Jeff Young. I go by Backpack Jeff on all social media platforms.com, all of that good stuff. But I think in a relationship, it's important to learn how to pilot and learn how to co-pilot. When he was piloting, she was co-piloting at one point in time. It was his season. Now it's her season. And the job of the co-pilot is not any less important than the job of the pilot. So it's just about balancing. And then eventually you're going to get to the point where you're back at piloting again. But right now, be a co-pilot, be happy with it, and take care of your responsibilities.
Be a co-pilot.
Hey, I think that's it. I think he said it all right there. Hopefully you guys got that. That's great information. I think that's
Anybody
great information. It's nothing wrong with being a co-pilot. And men, it's nothing wrong with be secure in your position if your woman makes more money than you or she handles more business than you. But just play your part. Don't be insecure. Just keep in there and do what you have to do until you get on top of your game. And eventually you'll get there. But don't give up on that, though. Don't give up on your game.
Well, can I chime in real quick?
Sure.
Because you had mentioned something about foot massages and running my bath. And I was like, well, wait. Hold up. Now you do. I ain't
I've
gonna
been
even
doing
lie.
that for you for 6 years straight.
Listen,
I've been rubbing you down and all this
I ain't gonna
other
even lie.
So cut it out.
He gets the best. He's better than Massage Envy and Robert Andrew and all of that. I ain't gonna lie, but I was talking about the other stuff. You said
and it's
bath
free. You don't
and
even
the
pay
food.
me nothing, huh?
You said the bath and the dinner cooked and stuff. I wanted to add some other stuff.
Well,
like
I'm going to buy the food. Like I said today, I can take you wherever you want to go eat, but I ain't the cook, so I'm going to buy.
Do I have time real quick to tell y'all really quickly, like a new move I tried on him? And it didn't work.
Hey, no, we don't have time. Look at the time. Look at it.
Amber said we got 4 minutes.
All right,
y'all,
listen.
listen.
What did you do?
The other night, do you remember this? So y'all know how y'all hear us on the show talking about what we're going to do, right?
Do you have to talk about this?
And so I'm laying there thinking like, all right, I'm about to do this new move. And I'm thinking he going to be with it. So I just starts moving my hand up to his neck like this. Because I'm thinking, because I talked about it, I said, I want to choke you. Not a hard choke, but just a soft choke.
I don't know why you want to do this. You're embarrassing me, Ter. But go ahead.
So I'm thinking that that's my foreplay move for the night. And I think I'm about to get some. It's about to get it in. This man jumps up. What the F you doing? Like, he went in on me.
Wait.
I was trying to be soft for him, like, give him a little soft choke, like thinking that's and
that ain't what happened,
and
though.
heighten his sexual senses or something.
Right.
And he jumps up.
You scared the hell out of me.
I got no sex at all.
Okay.
He was like, you threw me off.
Okay, so wait, time out. Wait a damn minute, Ter. That ain't what happened.
That is what happened. We were laying there.
So it's called foreplay. Do y'all know about foreplay? Foreplay,
yes.
You ease into shit. You don't just, okay. So we laying in the bed watching the news or TV or something, a show. And Terry just leans over and starts choking the shit out of me. So I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you choking me? Like, we wasn't into nothing. We was watching TV. Like, wait till something happened. Like, I thought she was trying to assault me. Like, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, she was like, I'm like, no, man.
You
get your hand off my throat. Like,
you are exaggerating.
So I wasn't ready. I didn't know what was going on. So I said, Terry, when it's foreplay, you're supposed to ease into it. You don't just choke me. Like, wait till we doing something, then do it. Don't choke me prior to.
Okay, well, I didn't know that there was like steps.
Yes.
When we talked about
it. Don't just choke nobody, especially when they ain't. If it ain't no sex involved or we not doing nothing, don't just lean over and start choking me. Like, that ain't sex.
I thought that was the signal to get it started.
Help us.
Because
help her.
you used to all the other moves.
Yeah,
so I'm like,
ease into it. Ease into it.
So
rub me,
like
then choke
this?
me. Don't just choke me.
Like this. Do like
we'll talk about
ease
it.
up there,
Don't just go straight and start choking my throat. Like, and I'm like, why are you doing that, Terry? She talking about, cuz that's my new move. What the hell? What the hell kind of move? So, hey, we keep it. I don't know why you telling these people. Why you telling these people what you did, sir?
Because I was like, I felt like, damn, like the whole night was ruined. I didn't get nothing.
So
we didn't do nothing.
Ebony,
he was turned off.
Y'all help. Listen, help me, help her, get her.
Listen,
when you have sex, when you do sexy stuff, have foreplay means that you no. Listen, foreplay means you do sensual stuff, then ease into choking.
Okay.
Choking is while you into sex.
Okay.
You don't choke, then try to have sex.
Okay.
They're gonna pass out.
Okay.
So you
okay. All right. Well, I learned
just
a lesson.
stick to what we know. Don't do nothing new on me.
I've been trying to get him outside of his box.
I want to stay in the box. Don't take me out of this.
I want you
Let
to
me stay in the box. Don't take me out the box.
Okay. Listen. All right. I went too far off the ledge. What's
you
next?
Did. Go back. Bring it back.
Next? A commercial? Do we have that? Okay. Let's do that.
Why did you tell them that?
Because I wanted to understand, like, why I didn't get none at all. You could.
I'm Terry Williams, the founder of Shea Butter Like Whoa, a natural body care company based in Maryland. We specialize in body butters, scrubs, oils that are awesome for the entire family. What makes us different, you might ask? We use only plant-based ingredients in our products. We've been curating our products for over 10 plus years, put a lot of love into our products, and the process is what separates from others. We make products for your entire family to enjoy. We love what we do. We put that in every product that we make. And we want you to try us out today. You can reach us and you can look at what we have to offer on our website at SheaButterLikeWhoa.com. You can also follow us on any of our social media outlets as well. We look forward to you visiting us, and we look forward to your future business. Visit us today at SheaButterLikeWhoa.com.
All my dreams to bold. If you tell me, walk a mile, I'll put on my shoes. If you tell me, sit a while, I'm right here with you. And if you tell me, take your hand and lead me out into a place I know I'll go. Spirit, tell me where to go. Do I have to go alone? Tell me where to go. 'Cause the world's too heavy to hold. Spirit, tell me where to go to get myself out this hole.
Welcome back to Spotlight Over the City, you guys. And man, we got us a +1 in the building.
Yes, we do. We
Not
have
just
a
the
plus one in
+1.
the building. You know, like I said at the beginning of the show, we love authors, especially
That's what
my
I was
husband.
gonna say. I'm gonna just, before we get started, salute to you for being an author.
Yeah.
Authors, it's a tough job being an author. I know a lot of people don't agree with that, but that's because you haven't written a book. It takes a lot of dedication. It takes a lot of getting rid of writer's block. It takes a lot of just being in solidarity with yourself. A lot of those things have to happen. That's why you hear people say, I'm going to write a book, or I've been writing a book, and it's been 10 years later, they still writing a book. Dedication. So this young lady actually did it. Right?
Did it. Yes.
So I appreciate that from author to author. I appreciate the dedication and the hard work. So give her accolades. And let's rock.
You know, I mean, she, you know that she is a member of Tressa's VIP club, right?
Man, that's special in itself. Shout out to Tressa.
Yes.
One of the hardest working women in show business. Yes. For sure.
Yes. So shout out
Mega
to Tressa.
Minds Media.
But let's get on to who we have in the building tonight. We have got the lovely, amazing Ambria Bree Child. Yes, Bree. Hey, girl.
Hey, y'all. Thank you for having
how you?
me. Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
We are so excited,
excited
to have you. We consider you part of our Spotlight family now. So, you know, you in the club.
I'm in the club.
You in the club,
Good.
girl.
It's a good club to be in.
Yes.
Yeah, so you in a great situation anyway. So let's talk about it a little bit. Tell the people who you are, what you got going on. But first of all, I want to thank you for coming on the show. We appreciate you.
Yes.
Thank you guys for having me. My name is Ambria Bree Childs. Bree's my nickname. I'm an author. I just put out my book on Monday, so it's available for pre-orders. The name of my book is called Let Me Tell You Something, A Black Woman's Guide to Overcoming.
Oh, man.
Say that again.
Say that title.
Let me tell you something. So you got to say it with a little attitude.
Yeah, put the attitude on.
Yeah, a little attitude. Let me tell you something. A Black Woman's Guide to Overcoming.
Okay, so it's
how'd you come up with that title?
Yeah,
That's
it's a lot behind that title.
So I'm always saying, let me tell you something. I realize that I always say that when I'm talking, like when I'm trying to make a point about something, an emphasis, I always say, let me tell you something. And I realize that it gets people's attention.
Yeah.
So when I was trying to think of the book, I was telling my boyfriend, I was like, what do you think about the title, Let Me Tell You Something? He was like, yeah, I like that. I think that's real good. And then I was like, okay, well, then I got to think of a subtitle so people can know exactly what I'm talking about.
There you go.
Okay. So it's a lot of powerful things behind everything in that title. So why don't you talk a little bit about give people an overview of what they can find in this book and why should they purchase this book?
So the book is about Black women overcoming. So I wanted to do a book about overcoming because I've been through a lot of things in my life. So in the book, I talk about sexual abuse. I talk about low self-esteem. I talk about being promiscuous. I talk about father issues that I've had. And so in the book, when I talk about those things, I wanted to make sure that I told my story so that Black women in particular can know that no matter what you're going through, that you can always overcome.
Yes.
So,
that is so powerful. And so you say you have overcome a lot of things, and you mentioned fatherhood. A lot of people don't really realize how important it is to have a father as a young
woman.
lady.
Yes.
We equate fatherhood to a young man.
Yeah.
So how does it affect you, and for the lack thereof, as a father? As a woman.
As a woman, it's like you said, a father is really, really important in the little girl's life.
Yep.
Because a father, I always say that a father is supposed to be like a superhero. That's supposed to be the person that you look up to, the person that you will want the person that you're going to be with to replicate, and all of those things. So I knew that a father was very, very important. And because I didn't have my father, when I went through my sexual abuse, I felt like I didn't have a superhero. I felt like I didn't have somebody to come and save me.
Right.
And then I went through a lot of promiscuity, a lot of low self-esteem, and I didn't have my father there to build me up. Yeah. And so a father is necessary. Fathers are important, and fathers are needed in young women's lives.
Yes,
I believe that as a man, because what I learned is we're front line and women are front line for our children.
Yes.
So as a young lady, you look at the father as the gatekeeper to show you how a man should treat you and what a real man looks like in his whole situation. Absolutely. So when a man that doesn't look like daddy, if daddy's solid, comes in your life, then you know he's not him.
Right.
Right?
Exactly.
And so,
yeah, that's important because if you get with somebody and they're a bad representation, you kind of attract what you're used to. So if my father was a good representation in my life, then when I see somebody else, I'll be like, oh, okay, like he represents, he shows what my father shows me. So then I'll make better decisions. Mm-hmm. But because you don't have that, it's almost like you're just out there wandering, trying to figure out, where you should go.
Wow, girl. Wow.
So did you have other men to fill that void? Like I grew up without a father as well. At 1 year old, my father was leaving me on the steps, having me wonder when he was going to show up. And I did this for like 3 months. And then my mother finally called me in and said he's just not coming. And so I had other mentors come in my life to show me, how to be a man. And I followed some good, some bad. But I learned different things from other men without my father. So how did that, work in your life? Did you have mentors? Did you have uncles? Did you have someone to kind of fill in the gap?
Well, for me, I would say my grandfather, and then I had other teachers in school that would kind of, show me the things that I should be doing, help me as far as school and things like that. But not a real, mentor, somebody I can actually say.
Yeah, and you talked about low self-esteem, which is an issue with a lot of women. Even in my past, I've dated women, and it seemed like the prettier they were, the more insecure they were for some reason, right? I don't know what that's about. And so maybe you can expound on that a little bit as far as insecurities. How did you deal with your insecurities?
Well, like you said, the prettier you are, the more overdressed you try to make yourself be. It's almost like you're trying to cover up what it is that you're going through. And so for me, I would try to cover up a lot of things so that people wouldn't think that I had low self-esteem. Like I would wear makeup and just things like that. Not saying that makeup makes you,
right,
that you have low self-esteem.
Yeah, we get it.
But you try to cover up things so that people don't see the wounds that you have.
Right.
But I tried to not show people that I had low self-esteem, but ultimately I had it for a long, long, long time.
Yeah, you and many people. I've learned that a lot of sisters out here have it, and still to this day. And you will look at them and think they have it all together, and they have a great job, and they have a home, and this and that and the third. And you assume that they have high self-esteem.
Yeah.
And they have a sort of what they call a wall or something that they put up, and it works for us because it shows up as high self-esteem.
Absolutely.
Until you really get to know that sister.
Yeah.
And then you start to see that she's hiding some stuff.
Yeah.
And so that's what I wanted. I'm glad you see. It takes a lot of courage to talk about those type of things because I don't want to have a platform about that too. Just about how do you build up your esteem when you don't have a father figure or someone to encourage you. Yeah. So you finally seem like you have it all, figured out. So how did you?
What was the tipping point?
Yeah. What was
the turning point?
What was your turning point where you said, okay, I'm gonna have to, stand on something? What did you stand on?
Well, bad relationship after bad relationship kind of made me like, girl, like it's not, if you're the common denominator, maybe it's not necessarily them, but maybe it's the decisions that you're making. And so I was making a lot of bad decisions and I was kind of blaming other people. And I realized that I had low self-esteem when I would break up with somebody and then I would have to immediately get back with somebody else because that validated me.
Right.
Being with somebody else validated me.
I've never heard anyone say that before because I remember being young and I remember hopping from relationship to relationship, not even knowing why I was doing it, right? Just going from relationship to relationship. But maybe it is because you need validating. And that person that you're going to is saying how great you are and this and that. And if you don't have anybody, then you feel away.
Yeah. You just feel like, oh my God, nobody wants me. I must be doing something wrong. And ultimately, you need to heal before you can get into another relationship. You should be healing yourself, figuring out what your wounds are. And a lot of my wounds were rejection. A lot of my wounds were fear because I didn't have my father in my life. So that was like the starting point of everything that I was going through. So I had to figure out what my wounds were so that I could heal, so that I could be a better version of myself for me.
Wow.
So now you're talking about all of these great things. You go from low self-esteem, not having a real strong figure to lead you and guide you, to being in a VIP club.
Yeah. Shout out to Miss Trust.
Yes, girl.
So let's fill in the gap a little bit. How did all of these things happen? Because this is not any VIP club.
No.
Tressa, I don't know that you guys know who Tressa is. Shame on you if you don't. Go to at CEO Azarel and check out Tressa. This young lady is amazing. She's put about 10 movies out in the last damn year.
Yes.
Alone.
Yes.
And she's a big time filmmaker. She's had about 165 or so books published and a whole bunch of things that she published other authors' books and turned them into film. So you're a VIP person in that situation over there. What drew you to that situation? Like, how did you get in that camp?
So I went to college in New York for acting. And that was always something that I really, really, really enjoyed was acting. And then when I graduated, I'm like, do I really love acting? I kind of do, but I like writing more. And so then I got into writing stage plays. And then I came across Miss Tressa, I think it was on Instagram or something. I came across her profile or something like that. And I was like, oh. And I saw that what she was doing in the community, and not just in the community, but for the world. I'm like, she has her hands in so many things, and it inspired me because I'm like, wow, she's a woman boss, and that's something that I want to be.
Yes,
and so
indeed.
then I reached out to her, and I've been a mentee ever since.
She's an amazing mentor.
She's super amazing.
She's an amazing. She's not my mentor, but as you know, woman to woman, we're both married when we have a lot of things in common. And so what she has been for me is someone who motivates me on a boss level. You know, like, all right, Terry, ain't getting no money sleeping. You know, get up. All right, you ain't getting no money doing that. Everything's about you. If you getting some money doing that, then don't do it.
Exactly.
Redirect yourself.
But I'll tell
Love
you this. I'll say this about Tress, and I'll say it over and over. I've always said it. This is someone who motivates me from a distance.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't have to call my phone. She doesn't have to say, stand this or that.
Nope.
She just literally shows me her, and then I'll be motivated by her actions and how she's moving.
Yeah.
It's like she's never sleeping.
Yeah.
She's writing in her sleep.
Yes.
She's on a yacht with a computer.
Right.
All this kind of stuff is going on, right? So this is what a boss looks like.
Yeah.
So congratulations for being in that camp, and I know she has you on a great path. So what's next for you?
Well, I'm going to be teaching a course in June. It's called Good Touch, Bad Touch, where I am going to be teaching young kids about the difference between good touch and bad touch. And I definitely want to do that because I was sexually abused when I was 5.
Yeah.
And I didn't really have anybody to kind of tell me the difference between
Like what's good touch and bad
what's good
touch.
touch and bad touch. Because back then people weren't really talking about that.
That's true.
So and I, of course, my mom was like the greatest mom ever, but you're not thinking about that type of thing. So I definitely want to teach parents and young kids about good touch, bad touch. I just had a candid conversation this past over the weekend with some women in the DMV area. So I definitely want to keep some great women in the DMV area. So I definitely want to keep that going.
The networking is important. So
Very important.
Keep that going. How can people get a copy of the book before we let you go?
Definitely.
So you go to www.anbria, ANBRIA, Childs, CHILDS.com, and you just hit the shop tab and it's right there.
Ambria
And how can they follow you on social
Childs.com.
media?
My Instagram is Bree, BRI Childs1. My Facebook is Ambria Childs as well.
And shout out the title to the book one last time.
Yeah, one more time.
Let me tell you something, A Black Woman's Guide to Overcoming.
I love it, Bree. Thank
So
you
you be like,
so,
let me tell you
so-
something. Let me tell you
Right, I have a
something.
little attitude.
Let me tell you this.
Thank you
And
so much.
thank you for that. Thank you for your ambition. Thank you for your future endeavors, because I know this is just the beginning for you.
Thank you.
So hopefully we'll turn this book into a film, maybe.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's
Yes,
how you
one
do
day.
that.
That's
how,
right.
That's how that happens.
And
so,
anytime our platform can help you along the way, let us know.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yep. So we got a wrap. So we got another guest coming up. But thank you again for being a part of Spotlight Over the City. Let's give it up one more time.
Y'all give it up, Bree Childs. Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yep. Next
We're
up.
not done. Next
No, we're
up.
not done now. Don't go nowhere. We still here. We
Man,
locked.
We got a prince. We got a prince in the
We got a
building.
prince in the
We ain't
building.
gonna tell y'all who yet. We got a prince in the building, though.
Yep. We'll be right back. Spotlight Over the City.
I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. I keep modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the spotlight on your city. Carolina, Philly. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. I keep modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the spotlight on your city. Carolina, Philly. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. I keep modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the spotlight on your city. Carolina, Philly. I put the spotlight on your city. I put the spotlight on your city. See the superstars. Hollywood to Hollywood. Girl, you look good. Yeah, they hollering, baby. I keep modeling, baby. ATLD. I put the spotlight on your city.
right. Welcome back to Spotlight Over the City, you guys. And guess what? We got us another +1 in the building. Not just the +1. This is a special guy. He's family, first of all. Family first. But he's one of the hardest working people in show business. So I'm going to let Wifey introduce. A lot of accolades. So you got the paper ready? You got everything ready over there?
He got a lot of accolades.
A lot going on, this young man.
I think his biggest thing is the day he was born. I think that's his biggest accomplishment.
Y'all twins.
He was born on July 3rd.
July 3rd, twinning. Y'all twinning.
I mean, twinning. But listen, y'all know, if you're in the DMV, you know what it is.
You already
if you're
know
not
who
in the
this young man is.
DMV, I'm sure you have seen this young man come across your timeline at some point. We have got the one and only, the media princess in the building.
Hey!
Woo!
Family.
Welcome aboard.
I was
Welcome
telling y'all,
aboard.
it gets more Hollywood here each time I get here. Lord.
Man, we regular degular. We just trying to make it happen, man.
Like y'all.
What we do.
Hey, God is good.
God is good.
Right
Shout out to UBM. You broadcast media make us look good.
As a matter of fact, let's take a little UBM break. I meant to say that at the top of the lineup. Shout out to UBM. You already see what it is at the bottom. Make sure you holler at us if you want to get something going over here. We got an amazing situation, just like this young man said.
You broadcast
but we thank you for that, bro. We appreciate all the accolades, and as you see, we working hard every week.
It's
we
beautiful
try
to
to
see.
show up.
It's like each time I come, I see the growth even more. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
It means a lot coming from you because you see this a lot.
Yeah, you
see
around.
yourself.
So you a media prince. You around.
Y'all little more legit than me right now.
No,
I heard the QN4. I'm like, okay now.
Yeah, we got a team. Shout out to UBM. We got a team over here. Yeah, we got a team. Great team.
I love it.
So what
You've
you
been
got
doing a
going?
lot of stuff during 2020. You done had a lot of stuff going on.
How has the pandemic been as far as you
He done
concerned?
had drama, but he done had a lot of stuff.
Well, you tell us. Let Media Prince talk.
2020 was definitely a defining year. I was able to do a lot. We did the benefit concert with Amped. That's Angie Andrews. Did great. We were able to raise. I think we got $2,500 to get them off the table, so we were able to feed
That's a
some
wonderful
people.
thing.
And from there, it gave me the What's Going On. We able to continue. We had the What's Going On segment on WKYS. Now we're on the Washington Informer.
Yes, you are. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. And
Yeah,
we
you
just been
stay
moving.
grinding.
I got canceled too in 2020, but hey, it all happened all together. It's like I was able to experience great highs and great lows and see how I was able to.
But way more
navigate
highs.
through.
We're gonna focus
Yeah,
on
so
the highs.
at the end of the day, that's what make character. That's
Correct.
the thing that makes character. You have your highs and you have your lows. This is what you do in your low.
Facts.
Right? And so here we are. You still on your grind. You do your thing, and you're a big part of this community and what we do in media, i.e. the media prince. And so that people cannot take away.
But you got
the hard work and the accolades and all the content.
It's crazy though. It's been
going
it's
on.
been on the move
I'm looking
since then.
here at like you got a new show called What Are Those?
Yes.
Two
Yeah, let's
Whammy
talk about that.
nominations.
Wait a minute.
Let me finish.
Wait.
He got 2 Whammy nominations. Okay, what's going on? What is it? What's going on? DC segment. New season of The Black Code. New season of
That's a lot.
Conversations with the Media Prince. Car Vibes. Apple Music. Listen, this man has got it.
Are we
going
leaving
on.
anything off here? What else
Nah,
we
you
leaving?
hit
We got
We
it.
hit it all.
We hit it all.
Okay.
That's a lot. So you want to break it down for us a little
Yeah,
bit
break
and
it down.
explain to them what these entities look like in real time?
Sure. So, What Are Those? That premieres on April 30th. It is a Fashion Police meets 106 in Park.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
we're going to be dissecting. It's me and my co-host Noe Meets World. We're going to be dissecting some of our favorite music videos from our favorite artists. But we won't be talking about the music. We'll be literally dissecting their outfits. Like,
I love
Okay,
it.
like a fashion thing.
yeah, what are those?
I love
So
it.
you get to vibe out and be like, oh, I remember this video. Then you get to kind of like pay attention to like
what they had on.
right.
I
Right.
love it.
So-
That's such a great concept.
That's a new
Okay,
project.
so that's coming up.
We are in post-production, we're pre-production, I'm sorry, for the Black Code Season 3. That's me, Walk Like Walt, Miniskirt Mert, and Raven Paris.
Raven Paris.
And Raven,
hey girl,
shout out Raven, yeah.
And so we have some big things for the season, and everyone has just been winning individually, so I'm excited how that's going to foster in to the new season.
Yeah,
And
that's a blessing.
My publicist is on the ground right now pointing, just like, and let them know you won.
Oh, shucks, what?
Well, what'd you win?
So I won the Excellence in Media Award.
That's a big deal. Wait, let's take a time to put our hands together. That's a big deal. Like, it's a lot of people in media, It's a lot of different entities about media. It's a lot of different things going in media. And for you to be a winner in any aspect of media means you putting in a lot of work.
Yeah.
So that's coming from the People's Champ, y'all.
Yeah, so we have to give it up for that because we watched you work as well, like from the beginning.
When we came in this game,
he was already kicking tail.
When we were back at Listen Vision, he was coming on the show.
This young man was working really hard from that day. When we met you, you was on the grind, and you have not got off the gas. So this is why we have you on Spotlight.
Do you remember the first time we met you? Do you remember?
Take me there, because
we first met you when you were the host of Cupcake Wars way back, like 3 or 4 years.
Way back. Yeah, shout out to Jaslyn. It was Jaslyn.
I was eating cupcakes. I was one of the panelists.
You know she eating cupcakes. You know that's what she there for, to eat cupcakes.
That's how I first met you, and I was
I want to say it was you, Tony Lewis, and
I forgot who else was there because I was really just wrapped up in the cupcakes, right? But I remembered you, and I had never met you before, and you come in there with your hat, and I was like, well, damn, who is this? And then we chatted, and I was like, I really like his personality, and from that day on, I knew I wanted to get you on our show. We did, and we've been cool and close and family.
And then find out we birthday twins,
yes,
right?
Twins, right? Yes. Same birthday.
But you know what? I'm going to tell you something about that you brought that up. That was my first time ever doing like a hosting.
Really?
Yes.
Nobody can tell.
Looking back, I can definitely tell I was still sleeping on the media prints at that time.
See? Yeah.
Right. See, so you was developing yourself, right?
So, wow.
Yeah, that was like years ago. That was some years ago. Yeah.
That's history.
Yeah. Shout out to Justin and that whole situation over there as well.
Okay.
So okay, so what else is going on? We got
everything.
We went through what's going on DC segment, right? We talked about the new season of the Black Code.
But you
new season of Conversations with the Media Prince. What's that?
So I didn't realize until I was archiving my YouTube and just going through things that I'm like, dang, I've been doing conversations for years, and not realizing that I was really doing them in increments of seasons, but not realizing. So as I got into the new realm of how I wanted to push out the interviews this year, I had a look and a different vibe this year. So season 4 has just launched. We have 7 episodes out now. I need to get you guys on there.
I'm wondering what the hell is the hold up. I don't understand.
There's no hold up. It was for this moment right here, so we can make it stand that.
I'm just saying.
Right now we have an episode out with Dominique the Diva. We have an episode out with United Negro College Fund. Another episode out with Mims. You know, This Is Wild.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
I just put out one with Maisha Coleman, the director of the new movie called Secret Society.
We just watched it yesterday. Shout out Trey Chaney.
Shout out y'all. Y'all did good with that. We're going to talk about that soon.
She wrote it, right?
It's based off her book, yeah.
Man, let me tell you something.
That movie
Great movie.
Good.
Secret Society. Make sure you guys check that out.
It's on Amazon. Y'all check it out. Amazon Prime. We wouldn't
watched
steal
it
you wrong.
yesterday. Yeah, it's funny
Even though
you said
movies
that.
like that stressing me out, because my heart, you know how your heart just be beating because you get so invested. You be like, I don't got time to be stressed out like that.
That was a cool movie.
But it was good though, wasn't it?
It was
It
Secret
was
Society. Yeah. What's up, Trey?
Good. Okay, so we got all of that. We got some conversations going on, and then Car Vibes Apple Music playlist. What is that?
So, I always just find myself listening to amazing music, and then always press to like record me listening to the music. And so I would get people to hit me in my story like, dang, I remember this song. Like I was low-key cranking and so I was like, well, let me put together a playlist. It was 85 songs. It's now 100. I'm going to change it monthly. And I'm excited for who you'll find out who's going to help curate next month. But it's a playlist of everything that the Media Prince listens to when he's in the car driving. And I hope that my car experience is what you experience in your car. So if you want to cuss the person in front of you, I got music for that.
Yes.
If you just want to vibe and be mellow, I got music for that. If you want to take it back old school, I got that. If you want to go to what's happening now, I got that.
What about a night of romance and hotness with me and Stan? You got a playlist for that?
You definitely got that. Now, in that instance, you don't want to hit shuffle. You just want to make sure you scroll directly to those songs.
Okay. Okay. I was just okay because that's what I'm into.
That's right.
So I can get my choking.
The non-choking section.
I'm just feeling
the non-choking section.
Like you could just the love and the bedroom action is really prevalent tonight.
Yeah,
What y'all feeling tonight?
My baby Pop. This is the new hairdo. Look at that new hairdo.
And it look like y'all been in the
hairdo.
It look like y'all been in the gym. What y'all doing?
Man, we been faking. We ain't in no damn gym though. That's a
We
lie.
ain't in the gym,
Straight from
but
the
I've
pit.
been trying to keep him worked out.
She walk around. She walk around the neighborhood in the morning. That's the gym. Like we walk around. I did get a treadmill the other day, so I'm working on it. But I appreciate that a lot, bro. We just try to be transparent as we can because we just who we are. So
he don't like that I be telling our business.
You tell it all too, though. You don't.
I love
nothing.
it though because there's another couple watching y'all that has these exact same conversations.
They just don't say it.
And then when you say it, they be like, "Say it."
Yeah, man, we got people still going in from last week's question of the week last week.
Yeah,
they still fussing about that from last week on our social media.
Still fussing about that.
But,
I love it.
What they say is they recognize a real couple. We go through things. We talk about our highs and our lows on the show sometimes, and just to be transparent, let people know marriage is not a cakewalk, but it's what you make it. You have to really make it work. Sometimes it's tough.
Sometimes it's tough. I was saying to him today, we were looking in the mirror, and I was like, we really are total opposites. Like, and I know I get on his nerves, he get on mine, because we just got so many things. He's Mars, I'm Venus, like for real. But we really are meant to be together.
You can tell. You can really tell. And that's how it usually works, yin and yang.
Yeah. We really are meant to be together.
And so, but we got a guest, and we talking about our guest right now.
So we family, so if y'all see this is how we just get
we forgot what we were doing, right?
We on the living room.
So enough about us.
We can do this for hours and really
so this is what happens with your family, right? We sitting in the living room.
I know.
But I want to make sure I get your accolades out and everything you got going on before we wrap it up because we run out of time. So I want to make sure we don't talk about us too much.
Real quick, can I just talk about you and your
fashion?
It's
about you, man.
The fashion police. I'm like, listen, this hat is for me.
Hey.
Can you see me with this on though?
I can.
And I'm
But you got
and I love your hair.
And then you
like,
put the gazelles on. See, you don't know you threw the gazelles on with it.
Hey.
He took it back. You don't need nothing about them.
I don't. But he's always fresh, and I just want you to know that people hate, but you are the bomb.com. Period.
And what I love is that you are your own lane. Like you are an individual.
Yep.
And you create your own content for what you want to see and let people see. And so all of the things that you mentioned on the show today is all media prints.
Yep.
It's like your lane. Like
I'm
carve these things out.
I like to do stuff that I'm the fan of. Mm-hmm. Like if I like it, like because at the end of the day, I'm a creative, and something that I would want to see. 9 out of 10, I have to create it in order for me to see what I want to see. So.
But a lot of people don't have that boldness. They want to see it, but they don't know how to create it. So it takes a talent to create content and do these things and bring these things that you bring in. So we appreciate that a lot.
Yeah, we do. Anything else you want people to know out there, your Media Prince fans to know?
Yes.
Don't leave it out.
Next week, I give the pre-order link for my new book.
Ooh.
And then I was canceled.
Wait. How you going to not just throw that
Motivational quotes
out
for triumph and success.
Run it again. What's the title?
It's called And Then I Was Canceled, Motivational Quotes for Triumph and Success.
And then I was canceled.
See, so you turn.
That's what you do. That's what I mean by pushing through. So, okay, you say they cancel me now, I'm going to make them pay. And you step on the gas.
That's
what you do.
Try to cancel and make you pay.
It's just like you getting cut from another team. When they cut Jordan, his 12th grade coach like this still. How'd I do that? What the hell happened?
But what's
Michael Jordan.
What's crazy, I'm very thankful for that experience because the new season I'm in now, it is Dookian on that previous season. Yeah. And it's amazing to where it is. People that thought the glamour was going to stop, it's only enhanced.
Yeah. That's what we said about Listen Vision.
And I plan on getting canceled way
we
more
said the
times.
same
If
thing.
that little,
We
if
sure
that,
did.
If that little situation ran me out then I'm
Kick
gonna be
rocks.
scared of the future. So
Yeah,
you gotta get it.
It's all a blessing.
Hey.
As long as you know who you are and where you going,
Exactly.
nothing can stop that direction.
Amen.
All right, wait, they try to play with us real funny over there, Jeremy, at Listen Vision. But
You
guess
can
what?
call them out.
I don't care nothing about none of that. You already know.
The
I'm playing
comments
games.
expressed by Stan
They
Long
mind-
are his.
But see,
I don't know.
this isn't a test of how great you guys are doing.
So
You know what I'm saying?
I thank God though for the opportunity that they gave us. They handled us funny, but I thank God for the opportunity because it builds character and it helps you get
Yep.
to the next place.
Yep.
So that's where
And
now
it
we're at the
shows
next
that's
place.
why you'll win, because some people could take those little opportunities, those little like mishaps and how things and like completely crumble.
Yeah.
And can you imagine if y'all crumbled? We wouldn't get all this.
Oh, it's no crumbling.
Oh no,
Hey.
my
Ain't
wife
no
won't even let it
crumbling.
happen.
We ain't crumbling.
She be fighting me
I
about
be
this show
fighting
here.
them
She
about
ain't
this.
gonna let
I
it
said,
happen.
I don't give a damn if it's raining, snowing, whatever. If it's electricity in there
If we
and
call
Dizzle
up here in the
open
building
doors,
open, we coming.
I'm
So that's
coming.
it.
And y'all
Period.
giving me my accolades, but we got to give y'all flowers. Like the lane that you guys have created here in this in this media entity.
Thank you.
You get what I'm saying? Like right now,
Right,
it's
thank
Media Prince and Spotlight over the city. That's
Thank you.
literally where it
And
is.
let's
You
give
know
it
what
up
I'm
for that
saying?
right there.
That's what it is.
And so thank God for that. And so I like to always thank God because that's just how I rock.
Hey.
And I just know where my help come from. And this is how we did it. I started this in 2012, riding down Atlanta Route 20, wondering why am I doing Spotlight over the city. And here we are. And so
Yep.
for that reason, we have people like yourself on because that same grind that you won't give up is what we need to stay here.
We
And
in
so
it
thank you.
We in it together. I better be on that show.
You know
we better be on that
oh,
show.
no. It's already set
Okay.
in stone.
All right.
Cool.
All right.
It's already set.
So give it up one more time.
Y'all give it up one more time for the Media Prince.
We gotta get ready to
We
close
got a
the
little
show,
treat
but
for
we
y'all
got
in
a
the
treat
end.
for
We
you
gonna go to
guys.
a quick commercial
And we'll
break.
be right back after this commercial break. Spotlight over the city.
In 1990, Washington, D.C. saw more than 470 homicides, earning it the label murder capital of the U.S.
Shit, there you go right there. Hey, listen, when y'all pull over to the side, I'm gonna go in here and rush this dude. When y'all see me rushing, y'all rush in about 30 seconds. Give me about 30 seconds and rush the door. He ain't gonna know what hit him. What's up with you, man? How you feel, dude? Good, man. What's going on with you, man?
Man, I gotta tell you about this meeting, my nigga.
Oh, yeah, all right, how'd that go?
I don't know yet. I'm trying to see. I went and talked to the diamonds the other day, man. I don't know, man. They been a little funny.
Yeah, man.
I can't really say,
Uh-huh.
but I got a funny feeling that these dudes are feeling at me, son.
Sure. You already know what it is. Wait for Black to get in there, give us the signal, run up in the joint, snatch this nigga up, get this bread, spaz out.
So when you leave here, you gonna go get something to eat?
Yeah.
What's up, miss? It's about time. Somebody keep calling here, hanging up. Ever since you've been gone, somebody just keep calling, hanging up. What's going on?
All right.
Thank you.
No, see you later, miss.
All right, take care.
I'm let her out. They ain't saying nothing?
No, just keep hanging up. When you
How many
hear,
times is that?
when you hear, all day long. Every time you leave, all day long.
Man, fuck this. I'm going to Atlantic City. This is my birthday. I ain't shooting all this shit, man. What? They ain't say nothing?
Nothing at all. Just keep calling, hanging up. When you're in here, it doesn't ring. As soon as you leave, ring, ring, ring. Nobody's saying nothing.
Probably one of them damn females. You know how they do. See? Get this shit in. It's my 28th birthday.
Let's get it in. I'm
You
ready
close
to go.
though, man. Well, man.
Excuse me, sir. We are closed.
Get down. Fuck that shit.
I ain't got no shit.
Get up.
Where that shit at? I ain't got no shit.
Get up.
Hey, man.
Get there. You know you fucking with. I don't give a fuck.
Just let me up.
Hey, Joe. Get this nigga this money, man. Else he gonna kill you.
I don't got no. I'm gonna take you to some money. Just let me up.
All right, get your ass up there. Come on.
Get me up, man.
Let's go.
Just get me up. I'm gonna take you to some money, man. It's tripping.
Welcome back to Spotlight Over the City, you guys, and we got us a +1, but guess what? He's not just a +1, he's closing us out. This is an amazing guy. He's a motivational speaker. He's also a poet, and none other than the one and only Backpack Jeff. Let's give it up one more time.
I never thought that life and a deck of cards would be relatable, but my life has been shuffled and cut so many times, I'm beginning to see the correlation phase 1. Love is like playing old maid, right? You go out into the world looking for a match, blindly choosing cards. You hope that you find the one person that matches so that y'all can lay down perfectly as the rest of the world plays on. God, please don't let me be like the old maid. The one card that nobody wants, destined to die alone with no possible matches, game over. Phase 2, solitaire. I spent so much time in solitary confinement, trapped inside of my own mind, waiting for the validation of another person. But since I have learned to be alone and that I can enjoy and love myself just as much without the validation of another person to tell me that I'm worth the risk of possibly losing a one-player game, phase 3, go fish. I'd have people come to me and ask, hey, Jeff, you got any time to waste? I mean, are you going out tonight? And I would tell them, no, go fish. I don't have any time wasting cards in my hand. I'm throwing out all my cards and giving this life everything that I've got until I'm empty-handed. Phase 4, I learn magic. I turn my negatives into a positive and make all of the toxic people in my life disappear. Phase 5, blackjack. 21, the number of times life has hit me and knocked me down, but I have gotten up. 22, catch 22, life tried to hold me down and force me to believe that there is no possible way that I can make it back to my feet. But y'all, I refuse to stand down at the bottom. It is simply too overcrowded. Phase 6, speed. See, not only do I have to be as smart as the next person, I also have to beat them to the spot, because even in this game of life, speed kills. Phase 7, Texas Hold'em. I'm holding on to my dreams and I will not fold. I got my goals on the table and I'm going all in. I'm betting on myself. My poker face is laser focused. I will not be distracted by the lies and the deceit of life. I'm calling his bluff. Phase 8. I'm playing spades with God as my partner against the devil in adversity. And I gotta say, y'all, I got 5 definites and 3 possibles in my hand. 5 times devil, I'm definitely going to win. And 3 other times, there is no possible way that I will let you prevail. Phase 9, life tried to throw a wrench in my plan, but simultaneously, I threw down my wrench too and said, I declare war. Phase 10, devil, this is the last time that I willingly let you back into my life. And if I had 4 cards left, they would play out like this. Any type of negative energy you bring to me, I'm reversing it back to you. You can skip me with all of that nonsense and draw 2 just because I don't like you, and I got 1 card left and it's a draw 4, so you know what that means. 4 more reasons why you won't be invited back here. Uno, don't come back. Out. Thank you.
Hey, y'all better get on y'all feet. Y'all stand to y'all feet. Come on, give up your hands. Put your hands together. Stand to your feet. Put your hands together. Let me tell y'all something right now. This young man right here is the truth. That's what we mean when we say spotlight over the city talent. So let me give y'all a little secret right now. Wasn't even playing. It's kind of part of the family. Not even playing. Just part of the family. One more time, Backpack Jeff. Y'all better know what time it is, man. Hey, I'm blown away. Hey, you made my day. I just want to say this. I heard every word you said, and I loved every word of it. And they waving me and saying, cut it out, knock it off. So I got to get ready to wrap it up. But let me just say this. I always like to close with the cool word.
You only as strong as your opposition. A lot of times we oppose opposition, but it's like going to the gym and lifting 10 pounds for 3 years. You will not get strong. So you have to be opposed in order to gain strength, character, and all the things that you don't have. They're soaked into that opposition that you run from. Run to it and thank God while you go. On that note, you guys, we got to wrap it up. But love hard, live good, God first. Spotlight over the city, baby.